Yo, we are here. Very special moment happening right here. My name is Jordan Macdonald, and I am the host of the newest Austin-based music podcast called the Austin Music Zone, shot live here in the Creek in the Cave studios in downtown Austin, the heart of Austin, Texas. And we have very special guests in the building, minus one special guest because he couldn't make it because he's stranded somewhere. Our first guest of the Austin Music Zone podcast is none other than Shelly Knicks in the Love Space Connection.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Please introduce yourselves. Let the world know who y'all are, government names or non-government names, whatever you want to tell them. You know.
Yeah, my friends call me Shelly. I do a lot of shit. Yeah.
What's your position in the band?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just the lead of the band, vocalist. I be twerking on stage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Throwing cheek.
Whatever job title that is. No, I'm joking. But yeah, just the lead of the band, yeah.
I'm Tyler. I played drums for him. We met up. I knew Shelly, met him originally like about 8 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a minute, yeah.
And then we hadn't seen each other in years, and I kind of bumped into him, and I had seen what he was doing. And I kind of just asked him to start a band. I was like, your shit is dope.
Also, it was your idea to start the band?
It was, I mean, we
first
so. Talked about it together.
Yeah.
The way I remember it going,
I kind of pitched it a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely like pitched it. Cause I think we were talking about like just Austin in general and how with live instrumentation fused with rap music is just like the thing to do here if you're a rapper, I guess.
Yeah.
Not to say that's like the way to do it. I think that it's easily appreciated, man.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know.
Are there a lot of hip hop bands like in Austin?
They're like, I mean, a lot that I guess I know for sure. You got like Magna Carta, I want to say that's like a black band, I want to say. Then you got like DZ Brown. There's people who have bands, but they're just individual artists. They're not the band. You know what I'm saying? You got like, Jake Lloyd's, black lead. You got DZ Brown, Mike Melano, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's like, people out here doing it. It's not like a new thing. You know what I'm saying? But to get back to the conversation though, he was just like, I got some guys pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And we could do something cool, So from there it was, I think we like practiced like a week later after that. And then like
And when was it? What year was this? This was
2022, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that sound right?
Yeah,
like the end of 2020. No, it'd be because our first show was
our first
that
several
next
shows.
year.
Yeah.
In January, because that was your first.
So it must have been the end of 21, yeah. And then we started doing shows with you at
Roscoe's. Oh, not Roscoe's. Fucking Roma Room.
Yeah, Roma Room.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, those were our first shows ever as a band.
Damn, and y'all were like ripping then. Honestly, y'all have only really gotten better, and I've gotten to see y'all grow and do bigger shows, do festivals like do spots like Empire, Aviator Nation and stuff, and then going out to Louisiana and doing a festival out there. That was last year. And when y'all did that?
Last year, yeah. We tried to do it this year, but it was like, nah.
Yeah, they told me nah too on the comedy tip. I was like, man.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit like it's calculated, I guess, because it's so almost too good to be true, so they can't like just let everybody come do it every year. I'm sure there's people like us that just know what it's like, and we're just like trying to get back in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like fuck it, So they're probably like, nah, we'll chill on this guy this year. Well, I guess there's more of a strategy of who they pick, more than like, oh, these are the best people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
what is it like being a hip hop band in Austin? Because Austin's known music capital of the world, but then also comedy, we stepping in and getting it too. But what is it like, doing shows out here and making music out here and stuff?
You want to answer
a very
that, Tyler?
popular city.
I'll
go
start
after
off.
Tyler.
I feel like sometimes I take it for granted, because it's our everyday situation, and so it just becomes something you don't think about. But whenever we did Prize Fest, it's people from all over the country, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're from." Like, the streets are paved in gold in Austin. There's so many artists. And,
no, they were on that shit too, man.
But the thing that it made me realize is, like, how many fucking talented people do we know? Like, it's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah,
like,
that just live in this city.
Yeah, and it's like fucking too expensive. It's kind of a pain in the ass living in Austin, but I mean, there's definitely upsides. Like, it's
for sure.
Yeah.
There is more opportunity out here.
But I also feel like in the southeastern United States, Austin is probably the best city. Especially if you're doing entertainment stuff or coming up and figuring out your voice as an artist and stuff. It's a great.
I think so.
It's a great city that supports the arts and stuff. They got different groups out here that even help get musicians insurance and health insurance and shit like that out here.
I've gotten pretty lucky with grants too, dude.
Yeah,
there's government money and it's just there for the taking. Apply for
really?
Yeah, apply for everything you can.
Oh, nigga, what? Yeah, send me that shit after this.
Yeah. Even the AFS studio that we record at and like rent all that shit from, like that we shot the movie with, like that shit. I was telling a guy who lives in like Beaumont or something like that, my homie Shoos McGee, and he was like, man, like how do you like how you get to look like that? He was asking me questions, and I was just like, yeah, we just pay $12 a month and rent a bunch of shit from this fucking organization. And he was like, man, what the fuck, man? I wish I had some shit like that out here, So I think Austin has like a lot of like little shit.
You just gotta be in the know about the stuff.
Yeah, and like he said, it's like a great place to like get started and kicks. It's inspirational and there's so many ways like into music, whether that's like open mics or shit like that.
And personally, I think that Austin is after you quote unquote have the pop and you go and dip out for a minute and then like, all right, having a home base in the US, I feel like Austin is a great city because you're so close. You're in the middle of the country, so you can get to LA easily in a few hours. You can get to New York easily in a few hours. You can get to fucking Canada, Seattle, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago. Like, everything is pretty decently versus like a flight from LA to New York. That's 5-6 hours of your fucking day versus 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? But so Austin, do y'all feel supported by the city as being musicians in Austin?
Yeah. I feel like, from the artist standpoint, of course, it's always going to come down to one, if, is your music good, performance good, and then who do you know? You know what I'm saying? You got to know some people, but you're not going to know those people if, you're not on your shit and just doing cool stuff, But I be feeling support. Like, when I go to shows, it's like a lot of, like, even the big Empire shows, some of the biggest shows we've done, it's just a bunch of, those people aren't there for us. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, we put on a good show, but it's like, you can already feel the excitement, like the love. Like, we opened for RXK Nephew and Lil Ugly Mane at Oblivion Access Fest, and there were so many people there to see RXK Nephew and Lil Ugly Mane, and I came out first, so you could tell these people were just ready to like, they all fucked with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just put, but so they were just ready to support. They want something, you know what I'm saying? People in Austin, like, definitely are fiending for the creativity, and they feel like they're in the live music capital of the world, so they're looking for that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like it's also from their perspective. They're like, oh, we're seeing, this band before anybody else like knows who they are and stuff. And I feel like that Austin has that type of excitement within. I know for sure within comedy, and I bet it's the same thing with music. And doing music out here, and that's cool, man, because y'all also play at the show that I produce at Roscoe's, and there's always people there asking like for y'all. They're for y'all specifically. They're not even there for the fucking comedy. They're there to see y'all perform and shit. Man. That shit is dope. Cause y'all have like, y'all are just cool ass niggas, man. Y'all got like the cool funky hip hop. Cause it's like, it's more than just a hip hop band, because there's like funk in it, there's rock in it, y'all hit them with the ladies with the R&B smooth shit sometimes too, nigga. Like, that shit is cool.
Dude, that's what excites me most about it. I think that's what people enjoys, the fusion.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
This fucking dude Jerry, he he told me not to tell him anybody what he does, but he does some really cool stuff. But he's this old guy, super old dude. Came up to us after the show at Far Out Lounge, and he's like, man, I love the fusion, man. I love, like, he's playing, like, you know, all of us are inspired by, like, just different stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're just like a weird bunch of people, honestly.
Yeah.
I think we're all like just weird in our own ways.
So how does, like, what weirdness for y'all to, like, do you bring that kind of, like, would you say elevates the whole, like, band?
He kind of just lets us do whatever we want. Like, I mean, that's appropriate. Like, we hear the original tracks because, like, the EPs and, like, the singles that he puts out sounds a lot different. There's not really, like, live instrumentation.
Yeah.
And as long as it pretty much resembles the song, like, he lets us, he's never, like, you know, James Brown, like, breathing down our neck, making sure we play.
I said play it like a drum. But it's a guitar.
No,
Play it like a drum.
Damn, man.
No, yeah, we have a lot of freedom. And I think that's where, like, the fusion comes in, is, like,
So I feel like that would make you feel less pressure, right?
yeah, we're able to play whatever we think sounds good. And,
Yeah.
and it always
And
works
it, bro,
out.
it sounds
Yeah.
fucking good, bro. Y'all got nigga fucking Friday. Y'all were getting the one more song chant. You know what I'm saying?
That's been happening everywhere.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Feels nice.
How does
man.
that feel? How the first? When was the first time y'all got the one more song chant after y'all got done? Y'all remember the first one?
I think it was. I think it might have been at So Far Sounds.
Mhm.
Because it's only happened like 3 times, twice at your show and
Yeah.
then Far Out Lounge. So I think the first not this last show, but the one before that,
Yeah,
and then Far Out Lounge, they were pretty close to each other.
yeah.
So I don't know. It could have been either.
How'd
your
that one
show.
at Far Out Lounge feels? Because there was a lot of people there, right?
There was, we were in a small,
Yeah.
like shop, but it was filled up,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
there were definitely some people in there. But that was cool though, because it wasn't, because back in, you know, the one more song chant, like, you know, a lot of that is just the homies kind of like, come on,
Yeah.
you know. Some of them I haven't seen in a while too, so that's kind of cool. But there it was like, again, nobody knew us there.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, you know, and to hear motherfuckers just, hey, you know, we need one more, you know what I'm saying? You leave us with something else, you know. That shit means a lot, man, you know, because that's how you know, like, the music is getting to people.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That shit's dope.
I mean, because it's fun music, man. You can dance to it. You know, you can sing to it. Like, you have catchy ass hooks and choruses and stuff too.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
That's easy for people that haven't heard it yet to, like, catch on to, like, what's going on and the vibe of it and everything. We just brought up the Love Space Connection. This was the first space. This was the first project that y'all, like, had, you know, worked on together as a band or whatever, and performed live as a band.
I think this was like the first set of songs that we, like, started playing together. We kind of developed our own mixes to them. I worked with my homie Colin, who was playing with us. He was playing bass, but he made a lot of the beats on here. Shout out to him. But I think this is, like, we didn't work as a band on this project, but I feel like we still had some sort of connection through it, because a lot of these songs are the songs that we started playing together. You know what I'm saying? The very first songs. So
So why the Love Space Connection? What's the inspiration behind that? And because that's such a cool name, bro.
Yeah,
that's such a cool name.
I think that, man, it kind of just sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool just written out, especially with the plus.
Yeah,
like
man.
the plus sign.
It confuses people sometimes. They're like, the love and space.
The love plus space connection.
It's an equation.
Naming a band is so hard, and, like, we were lucky enough to have this cool phrase lying around from his album. We're just gonna do that, bro.
Oh, that's
like,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Not thinking too much about it. Yeah, I can dig that.
it's hard, bro. Coming up with a name for a band. Like,
I like those like complicated band names. not necessarily complicated. But you remember Farnsworth Bentley's like
Oh yeah,
colors,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
outrageous
yeah.
lovers of a uniquely raw style, and or
The world is a beautiful place, and I'm no longer afraid to die. Like names
yeah.
that you have to like spell them out and like acronyms and shit.
So how do you
Yeah.
know you have like the right band name? How do you know like, oh, this is it?
It felt right. Like,
Felt right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
man.
gotta
I feel
follow
like
that feeling.
it fits our sound, you know. Like,
Yeah. No, it really does. It
Groovy.
fits the sound. It fits the vibe. When y'all are performing, man, it's almost like each one of y'all are in your own universe, and y'all like brought the universes together to like rock around with together at once. But y'all are still like in your own like frequency like bubble. But then y'all just fuse them bitches together, and it looks dope as hell every time y'all perform.
we have this cool graphic where it's like all of us like playing different instruments, and we're like in like spacesuits and different shaped bodies and shit.
Yeah.
It's kinda like
That
that,
shit is
yeah.
cool, man. That
Like,
shit is cool. It's like a bunch of aliens like got together
we
from
just
different
we-
universes.
Straight up.
You know?
Damn, man.
What's y'all's favorite song to perform live? What's the one where like y'all?
My favorite is Jamie Foxx Freestyle.
Yeah.
It's-
I was saying that's one off the
Yeah.
album. for
It's
sure.
slow, and we play it like kind of like psychedelic, like an anthem or something. Like it's like always towards the end of the set, and it just feels like slow motion montage at the end of the movie. Like everything worked
Yeah.
out. you
Yeah.
know?
It's like it is like that's one of the songs where we had people put their like phone lights up
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
big
yeah.
shows for
Yeah.
sure. It's like can we get the lights off, please?
Yeah.
And then fucking so it is kind of magical, lighters up kind of song.
We're gonna just get a little clip of this Jamie Foxx freestyle.
Oh shit, let's do it.
Goddamn.
Oh, that said, hey, sign up, bitch. You thought we're not gonna get a clip right now. No.
It's a new computer.
What's your favorite song to?
Hold on.
It's like switched a
Performing.
lot, man. But I always feel like we can't ever go wrong with Spaceship.
Bro, that's my favorite one
Yeah,
when y'all
man.
perform, bro. Like,
It's man, and I think it's I think everybody plays their best on that song. I
Yeah.
feel like I sing that song better than I sing any of my songs.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get the auto tune right on Jamie Foxx Freestyle, but Spaceship is the one I feel like I perform and deliver the best.
yeah.
I feel like
Clap cheeks to that song, dog. I love
You
that
know what I'm
song,
saying?
bro. That song is very special to me.
it's
very close to
that
my
love
heart.
space connection, man.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what love space connection means.
Yeah.
Sex.
I feel like that's the one people always remember and like sing back to us and shit. Like
yeah,
something about it. It
The
stays
hook
in
and
people's
chorus is
mind,
so like perfect.
yeah.
It's so like catchy. She said,
Yeah.
"Can I ride with you in your spaceship?"
I think in the first verse, I feel like is kind of short.
Yeah.
And I love that because you just come back to that hook real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They're like, oh shit, yeah.
When you perform that in the spacesuit, what is that sensation like? Because I bet
Man.
it just like feels like, oh damn, nigga, I'm in a spacesuit. I'm performing Spaceship right now. We the Love Space Connection, nigga. It's all spaced out.
That was on 420, and we smoked a blunt on stage. We didn't talk to the venue about it.
That shit was funny, man.
It went super well though.
Yeah.
People were feeling it.
Yeah.
Like-
The spacesuit ties it together, man.
Yeah.
It makes it like make sense.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Especially when we get to the song Spaceship,
Yeah.
and then people realize, oh, okay, that's why he's wearing a spacesuit. That's why we're all
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
That's-
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
like, so, I don't know.
It works.
Spaceship.
It works. It works.
Yeah, man.
Y'all also, I saw a video on y'all social where y'all were performing in a studio. Together, and all y'all were in there, and y'all shot some music, like not necessarily music videos, but music videos for some songs. What was that like? Performing live in the studio
It was
together.
a fun day.
Yeah.
It was
It
really
took a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Set all that shit
really
up.
hot. There's a ton of people involved, and it was like it didn't seem for sure like it was gonna work for a second.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we got everything going.
Did y'all set that up, or did somebody else approach y'all with an idea?
It was at Texas Recording Conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like someone basically doing like a project, and like they get credit to, and we
Yeah.
get the opportunity to like have these 2 live sets.
Yeah.
The homie, young Rich Floyd.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the homie. He's
Yeah,
the one
he
who
was-
got us in there.
He was super fun all day too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really fun. We showed up. We had like 2 changes of clothes, so it looked like we had did 2 different things. And
damn, that's how y'all fooled me.
It was like the middle of the day, and we were drinking like warm red wine.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it was like the first time having like lights and cameras on us and shit.
Oh
yeah. I remember showing up and I was like, I hate my outfits. Like, why did I pick this shit out?
No, that's funny.
No, but it's funny. Yeah, like these bigger shows and just with cameras around, you think about like, oh man, it's so permanent. This moment's captured forever.
Yeah,
Like,
It's like, dog, if I fuck up,
yeah,
all these cameras gonna catch that.
I don't worry about
straight up.
fucking up anymore though. Like shit's been going good. Like
Yeah. Talk your shit, Tyler. Talk your shit, dog.
I don't know. I've gotten nervous before shows and shit, but we've practiced so much and played with each other. Like we like. That set last time was all new songs. We got together, ran through it once, fucking banged it out. I thought it sounded good. Like
that was a great performance, and I think the last show just flowed really well. We kind of that was our biggest thing with the show, was getting it just to flow better, so y'all could get a better experience and better audience.
Hell yeah,
experience too. And I feel like the way we're doing it now is making the
I noticed y'all took the chairs out of the way.
Yeah, making
nice.
the dance floor, telling people to go to the bar, get the drink, come back, and hang. Everybody got to mingle with the comedians, and then got to really like get a good show where they had space to move around and do their own thing too.
I'm so glad we met the comedian crowd, like all of your friends and shit. Like,
bro,
y'all are the most supportive people.
Well, like the thing is,
really
bro,
cool.
like comedy and music go hand in fucking hand, especially in Austin, bro, because comedy's popular as hell out here. Music is popular as hell out here. There's the saying that every comedian wants to be a musician and every musician wants to be a comedian. And it's like, bro, fusing those 2 things together.
like one of the ball players.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like fusing those 2 things together, I feel like is the perfect mix for live entertainment.
It's a super fun show.
Yeah, it's always a fun show. Like people get laughs, people get good ass music, and people get drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a late night party too. It's none of that like weirdo like woo woo foo foo shit. Yeah, we're just out here having fun, dog. You know, we're just out here having fun, providing real good entertainment for people. And we got the Spotify back up. You know, we had to get somebody's bootleg accounts. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to change the credit cards. Jamie Foxx freestyle.
Shout out to URL Prisoner. Made the beat.
I love the way this starts out.
We in rotation, been a few days.
Just fun.
Can't do minimum wage.
This is kind of like the everything came together song. You know what I'm saying? Like we did our thing. We came and rocked.
Yeah.
Now we have to send them off on their beautiful lives.
Gotta let them down gently.
Gotta let them down gently. Just like my child, you may now be free. Yeah. It's like everybody went through were worms, and then they went through chrysalis. And this is them busting out the fucking the cocoon and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's your dance right there.
Get out and shake my feathers off and shit. You know, shake the powder off. Yeah.
They ain't really got the patience.
No, it's cool, man. How is it also, because you have a lot of songs that have been out for years, and now you're incorporating those for the first time with the live band. How is that, man? Because, man, you got some dope songs like the Windows 95, That's My Swag, Turn Me Up. You know, I've seen y'all do Rabbit Holes live back at a Roma Room. I remember seeing that like one time.
Damn, I think we did do Rabbit Holes.
Yeah, I've seen Rabbit Holes one time at Roma Room. I remember it.
That had to have been like the very first time.
Yeah, it was early on. It was like probably the second or third show that we did over there.
That's crazy.
Dude, you're like a deadhead for us. You're like,
bro.
I remember it was April of 2022.
No, man, like, cause I've known.
Smoking a cigarette.
Me and Shelly went to college together back in fucking 20. We met in 2011. We were in a dance crew together.
I can't believe I never bumped into you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like,
that's why you went to Texas State too?
I dropped out though.
Oh, same. Dropout gang, you know.
Do you remember when I was living at U Heights?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's like when I met him. And
oh damn!
Because my roommate JJ, his little sister, and Tyler were friends.
Yeah,
and so he would just be chilling over there all the time, trying to wait to get weed and shit.
I can't believe I didn't run into you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember one of the first times I really like got to know Shelly. I I was like affiliated with Brockhampton. Like I did like work for them.
Yeah.
And there was one night where I was like, I think I'm about to get kicked out, and I was like
Oh,
talking to
really?
him about it, and he's like, it's okay, bro, you're talented, you'll be all right.
I remember that whole phase of San Marcos. That was a crazy time in like Central Texas music because
usually there's not much going on out there. And
No.
it was a popping time.
yeah,
like-
we were doing music in a group too, and those Brockhampton cats came to like one of our shows or whatever, and we knew them all. Would kick it with them every once in a while, and I knew Nat Plastic.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
my homie.
Yeah,
Texas.
would kick it with him and stuff. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't fucking meet you. I would
I
be
know,
over there
yeah.
at the Hampton spot sometimes.
What was it, like Aspen Heights?
Yeah. Bro, so I lived in the fucking because Nat lived in that part of San Marcos that was close to the movie theater, and there was those two complexes over there. So I lived in the complex that was like closer to the theater, and he lived. I used to go over there and get acid all the time.
Dude, I gave somebody I traded somebody some weed for 2 hits of acid like a couple nights ago. Maybe, yeah, whatever. But I ain't acid in a minute, man. I'm kind of scared to take them.
Just being, have some things set up to do. You know what I'm saying?
And
The thing with
one
acid,
thing,
it just
it's from
takes so long.
Sidebar too, though, man.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, you got to be careful with some LSD and stuff because if that shit tastes like a battery, spit that shit out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, don't go through that.
I like shrooms, man.
Shrooms are the best.
I don't
Yeah,
have
mushrooms
all
are the
day to
best.
trip. Like 5 hours. Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sometimes like I like to take acid and then ride my bike for like 20 miles, and
That'd be dope.
and just sweat it because I feel like it makes it less because I'm sweating, but I'm moving, but I'm still like feeling good, and I'll sweat way more, and I'll sweat it out my system faster.
I just end up
Interesting.
being like, am I sitting weird? I'm sitting weird right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could ride a bike 20 miles.
Well, that's why I have my shades on too. Like for whatever reason, when I have my shades on and I'm under the influence of psychedelics, I'm just like everything's cool.
Everything's all right.
Nobody knows anything. We good. Nobody
invisible
Nobody can see. Yeah.
super
It's like I'm
sunglasses.
protected and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shrooms were fun
Yeah.
though too. I did mushrooms and went and saw Tenacious D last week.
Ooh,
Dog.
yeah, that
was one of the most fun concerts ever been to ever.
Yeah, but I do like shrooms better just because of that. Like nowadays, it just seems like much of a. I used to like acid more because it seemed like much more of like a chill high, whereas shrooms you're so tickled and like laughing so much or whatever. But now I had to switch it up, man. I'm like, yo, I'm just like, I'll take like maybe like a gram or two or some shit like that.
I'd rather do mushrooms honestly and just watch movies. I just like watching movies or going on a walk.
We took shrooms one time and practiced like early on.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember that.
It was like I was playing drums and I just kept thinking like, this is so silly. Like I'm gonna hit this thing, then I'm gonna hit the other thing. And we went outside and there was just too much stuff, like trees and birds and shit. And it's fun, but it's like it's so hard to get shit done.
Oh yeah, 100%. I like performing on the come down from mushrooms though.
Oh,
Mushrooms
shit.
or LSD, like
all of your realizations in your back pocket, you know.
yeah.
Oh,
Because then you're not like, like, oh, I'm uncomfortable around all these people and stuff. You're like, oh, I'm coming down, I'm chilling, whatever.
You're grooving,
And,
yeah.
And then you're just kind of, I don't know, it's very
just happy to be
comfortable.
alive.
I did perform comedy while in the middle of an acid trip, and that was a horrible experience. I did not have fun. I didn't like that shit at all.
Damn.
I did well, but I was like, I need to leave. That's all I was thinking about. I was like, bro, all these people are staring at me. All these lights are on me. Oh,
Damn.
fuck. I can see the lights. They can see the lights. Oh, nigga, we can all see the light. Oh, shit.
Is this the
We're doing
FBI
this.
fucking
Yeah.
type shit?
But then I'm also, that's what's going on in my brain, but then I'm also trying to say jokes out of my mouth at the same
Oh,
time.
shit.
I'm, like, I'm not doing this shit again.
You're trying to like entertain people while you're just figuring out how to like stand there. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Well, I'm trying to figure out if I'm actually a human or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having this existential crisis while, But it was a Romo Room show, so it was real small and shit.
Oh,
it's been crazy watching y'all like some of y'all like still have like some similar bits, but y'all have like workshopped them and they work so much better than they did at the Romo Room. Like
Cool to see that.
it's
Yeah.
like
Hell
especially like I don't before I knew y'all I didn't really know anything about comedy, but like watching how it works and like seeing y'all's reaction like after the show being like, okay, I think this worked, this didn't. like seeing it go from like a joke that's a good idea, but it's not gonna make a room full of people laugh, to like a killer, like guaranteed sure thing.
Yeah.
Like that's a really fun thing to watch. Like,
Thanks, man. No, it's really cool because one of the reasons why I love doing stand-up comedy so much is just because you can really, and I'm sure it's the same with being a musician too, you can really like progress your growth just within your skill,
and you can tangibly see it. You're like,
tangibly see it. That's why I like playing guitar too, because I can, like, I'm not the best, but I can hear and like feel myself getting better and like being able to play more songs and just having more fun with it and stuff. And it's the same thing with comedy, man. Like, I'll have moments where literally on stage, like, I go through like different phases as my growth as a comedian, and stuff will just click, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I need, this is the sauce that I need to add now. And then I'll start doing that thing that clicked more consciously, and then it just kind of gets into my routine of performing and stuff, and it makes just all the jokes better. It just makes everything grow. It makes my writing better. It makes my performance better, and it's cool to like be a part of that, but also be around other people that are also doing that in comedy and in music too. Like, it's cool to see, like, because man, like, there's a group of artists in Austin that I feel like are gonna be like the next people in whatever they do, and not in regards to like being super duper famous, whatever, and all that, but like having an effect and like having real fans and people support and stuff. And be like, yo, all them niggas came out of fucking Austin together back in fucking, you know, the 2020s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what that makes me excited about the city. That's what makes me excited to like be here and live here too. Is just knowing all these fucking talented, incredible comedians, musicians, and knowing that, you know, in 2030, like, people will be like, oh damn, like y'all were those guys and shit. We moved out here because of y'all, because we saw what y'all were doing, and that made us want to, like, you know, figure our shit out too, you know.
And that's what keeps me going so hard also, is just like I be thinking about that, like in 2030, whatever the fuck, like, I can't have people looking at me like, oh man, you was doing so well, what happened?
Yeah, no,
you know
bro, that shit is not player, bro.
You know,
it's like, it's not player at all. And
you know, and what I don't know,
because I'm sure like y'all know plenty of musicians that started and were good and then just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
And then once you stop, bro, none of that shit's ever gonna happen.
It seems like success is kind of just like keeping up with it. Like, people who enjoy doing this shit, so it's not as much of a chore, and you don't get rattled by like shitty shows or whatever it is. Like, you just keep at it, and eventually it's like, who else would it be? You know, like, if you earn your spot, you get it eventually. Like,
it is definitely about being original and being like not being something you're not. Like, we make music, you know what I'm saying, and it's just like, so we're going to make music to a point where it's never going to get to a point where it's like, you know, oh, what happened? Because like it's just like we're gonna continue to get better, you know what I'm saying, and it's always gonna turn into something. I think like the progress is what kind of keeps everybody going, you know what I'm saying, like just and that like coupled with like the love of it, it's almost like, you know, you start working out, you know what I'm saying, you know, after 3 weeks you're like, oh shit, I kind of got a little something over here, goddamn, and you're like, I gotta get back, I gotta get the other one over here now, you know what I'm saying, like, and I think that if that doesn't like trigger your brain, then you weren't meant to do it, you know what I'm saying, like, if you're like, oh, I'm getting kind of swole, but I don't really give a fuck, I mean, you're probably not meant to be whatever profession that, or you know what I'm saying, whatever that is, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I know for myself, like with comedy, like as soon as I did it, the first time I did it, I did really bad, but I was like, no, this is like, nigga, this is dope, this is the shit right here, you know, so I can figure this shit out.
That next time or whenever time that was, when you were like, okay, I'm actually getting better at this, I did better. That shit.
Well, that next time, that didn't happen until like 2 years later. When I was like, I'm actually getting better.
Yeah, but it's like, that shit's a high though. You know what I'm saying?
It is a high, bro. Once I started like, because when I first started doing comedy, bro, the first 2 years I wasn't inviting nobody. I didn't want nobody to see me. I was like, no, I'm not it yet.
It's like, oh, yo, we're all gonna come see you. Like,
no,
nah,
chill. Where is it at? I have no idea. I don't know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because I'm, like, this is the entertainment business. I'm a performer. Like, this is the only shit I would ever want to do. So
Mm-hmm.
like, if I invite somebody to a show, I want to make sure I'm giving them a good fucking show. And if I invite you to a show, and I'm just like, wait, this is the shit? No, I can't get down like that or whatever.
Yeah.
So it took me like, then after 2 years, I started to like figure out how to do this shit. And then I was like, yeah, come to the show because now you're gonna get your money's worth. You know, versus like, oh, hey, keep going, dog. Yeah, don't give up on your dreams, but also have a plan B or some shit.
It was the same thing with music for me. Like I had all these synthesizers and guitars and drums and loops and all this, and I'd been making music for like, I don't know, since I was in high school, and I never wanted to admit that it mattered to me or that I really should go for it or whatever. And just starting that first band and like having that first show, like, even if it's in someone's backyard, like if people are stoked, like.
What was the first band that you played in? Like what year was that?
My first band was called Somber Bitches.
Hey,
yeah, Somber Bitches. Yeah.
That was what I dropped.
Get all the sad hoes.
that was what I dropped out of school for. I thought that was a sure thing.
Yeah. I feel you, dog. I feel you, bro.
I was like, we're taking this straight to the top. I mean, it was a good band. I defend that band, but that was me like figuring out how to play guitar and shit. And like just like my friends that were around me, like kind of like Moldy Peaches vibes, like not the best drumming and stuff like that, but we had a lot of heart.
When did you start playing instruments? Like when did that start for you?
I started playing drums really young, and then through that, like I was in marching band in school, so they teach you like keyboards and piano and stuff, and then I started playing guitar pretty much like my senior year. Like I learned like a few songs, like 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah,
they're all the same chords, and I was like, I'm good. Like I got this.
I got this down. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like that though. If you have like the confidence and like the the balls to get out there and do something with conviction, like that's half the battle. Like,
100% getting out there. And then like, all right, I'm here now. I guess I got to do the shit.
Going for it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it just comes to anything: music, comedy, fucking drag racing. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. When you said drag racing, my brain went to like drag queens. Like
me too.
Man, that'd be
dope, bro.
That'd be.
We might have just started a new idea, bro. We're gonna start a league, bro. We're gonna start a fucking league, dog.
$1 million idea.
But they're not wearing running stuff though. They're wearing
the ridiculous shit.
Damn,
hell
man.
yeah. What's some like the inspiration that makes y'all excited about music and stuff? Like, because you have like movie references and Windows 95 references and shit like that. Like, what's some stuff where that feeds your like musical creative flame and stuff?
I don't know. I guess people, just like a lot of like younger people kind of doing their thing, of course.
You recently went to a show, saw some cats performing, like, yo, let me jump on the remix.
Straight up,
and it was fire, bro. The remix is fire.
Shout out to Yaki Mob.
Yaki
Mob. I seen them perform at like an open mic, man, and they just look like two like goofy guys at first when I came in there, but then they performed that song Staples. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then from that point on, every song in their set was like, I was like, yo, these guys know something that I don't, or whatever. But as far as like I think it's all comes down to like being able to being conscious of the inspiration around you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why.
I mean, because you do a lot of different shit. You be boxing. You raise the dogs. You're a big movie guy. You go to Half Price Books and get old movies and shit, which I think is like dope as fuck. Cause I love like just I don't know, all types of shit. Because you do a lot of different things more than outside of music. And does that do all those like things that you do outside of music kind of help when it comes to you in the studio making music and performing music?
I will say it's hard to like really channel like everything you're inspired by
Yeah.
like at once. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I would just be pulling inspiration from a lot of things, just day-to-day activities to the people that I watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, of course, like Kanye West, Cudi, like all those kinds of people. Like,
I kind of think of it as like, you don't have to be inspired by everything you do. Like some shit you just do for fun. Like I used to believe in like the tortured artist trope and like, oh, just put the hours in and like all you can think about is music. Like that's kind of bullshit. Like it's helpful to be that way for a while, but like no, it's good to like live your life and have like lived experiences and things you can draw from.
Yeah.
And you actually like are a cool, well-rounded person instead of just some guy who never leaves the studio.
Yeah. That's like that's the same with comedy too, man. Because it's like, especially with how I write jokes, is I don't just sit down and I don't know how to sit down and write stand-up comedy. I've never done that. I tried it once. I was like, nah, this is not for me. This is not my style. This is not going to sound like it's even coming from me because I don't move like this, whatever. And so like I purposely do a bunch of just random shit, and I usually say yes to everything that gets thrown at me for like, yo, you want to go do this? Oh yeah, sure, fuck it. Because I don't know what's going to happen. And I feel like being open to different just things to do, you get a lot of like, you don't know who you're gonna meet, you don't know what situation is gonna come from, and for a comedian like that, for me, like I just write about my personal experiences anyways. All my jokes, you know, come back to like who I am as a person or something that I did or an experience I had with somebody. And you know, I feel like just going to music shows, talking to musicians, going to different like concerts and stuff of artists I don't know about or genres I don't listen to and stuff. It keeps my brain like kind of like going and having, because I have this fucking comedic window cloud in my brain that's always open that won't shut the fuck up and turn off. Yeah, for real. So and it's like every time I'm doing something, it's like thinking like, oh shit, where's the joke? Where's the joke?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it kind of the same like doing music and stuff? Like you have that kind of like just window open up in your brain that won't turn off like different.
It's like bursts for sure. I would say like you wake up one day and you just have this like this burst of energy and you're like, I'm gonna make a song today. Like I'm gonna record something right now. And like you want to like have that song finished before you lose that feeling. Like for me like it's like what you said, sitting down and writing jokes, like it doesn't feel natural. Like you gotta try and get that lightning in a bottle as much as you can. Like when you're really feeling inspired, like go for it. Like it's I leave my house like everything is basically set up. Like my guitars are plugged in and my drum set is set up.
Yeah, you're just ready to.
So whenever I have an idea, I can just sit down and do it. Yeah. And I think that's the best way to approach it. I mean, like you hope that these urges come more often than not, but like it's not that productive for me to like just sit there and be like, grr, I want to, you know, like like
I don't feel like that's natural either. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, unless like maybe you're like Prince or something. Prince was a nutcase, you know what I'm saying? He was a real psychopath with
well, so some people like can never turn it off, but I think for most people it's just when you have that feeling, you capitalize on it and you try and like whatever your strong feeling is, like, you know, confidence or whatever you're feeling, like you try and get that essence down and capture it artistically in whatever way.
I think what you're talking about is like, you know, when you're kind of have that natural inspiration and you're just like, you wake up with that feeling, you know what I'm saying? But I think and I could be wrong, but like I guess like what he's saying is like having the window open for like that, you know what I'm saying?
To
like,
have it always be able,
you know, and sometimes it doesn't work. Like you know, you'll see something or you'll hear something or you'll feel something that'll, you know, maybe I can make a song about this, you know, or maybe I could, you know, whatever you do, I can make a shot in inspiration of this. And sometimes it doesn't go anywhere, but sometimes like you'll strike gold type shit.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
To just always be looking.
The gold is what you're talking about, I feel like, you know, but I think
you can't rely on just that alone. I guess you gotta nurture it.
Yeah, and I think I always sort of mentally leave myself open for inspiration. I'm always like, I feel like I'm always subconsciously like looking for it. You know, that sounds kind of like, you know, goo goo juju type shit. But I mean,
no,
like,
you know, it's
You know,
That shit is real.
At least how I feel. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I was, just born this way as an artist, or I've sort of like kind of like exercised my mind this way because I identify myself as an artist. But
No, it's a good way to be. The optimism that today you could write the best thing ever that changes the world. Like maybe on my walk to work I'll experience something that changes my life. Like
And I don't even think it's bottled just to music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could change the world with just an idea. You know what I'm saying? And like, but I think a lot of the times, like when I'm like that, expensive with it, I'm just money motivated.
I can dig that.
How can I become a millionaire today? It's like, fuck.
Yo, I feel that. I want to just address a personal artist question. How has being musicians, being artists, affected y'all's personal relationships with people? So I feel like that's something people don't really talk about a lot, because I know it's had an outrageous amount of effect on all of my relationships, especially like more intimate ones. Single city boys out here, you're vibes. Married to these jokes, baby.
Nah, I think being in any sort of creative community, no matter what it is, it definitely requires you to be not at home.
Yeah. 100%.
A certain part of it, at least, in a certain stage. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I've made my best connections, met the most coolest people of my life that have changed my life. Just out partying and fucking just being out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
being really out here.
When I reunited with Tyler, it was like fucking 4 a.m. or some shit like that, bro. And we were at the after spot, you know what I'm saying? I think his girl lived there or something like that, so he was there. But it was just a bunch of people, like after party vibes, you know what I'm saying? I was, like any normal person needs to be at home. I should be at home right now, but it's like, I don't know, that lifestyle is just
being a professional performer, entertainer, dog. It's not a normal life at all, and a lot of people.
You got to put the hours in too, the practice, being at venues, it's hard to make plans sometimes because Austin's expensive. You got to work too. You got to pay your rent. So most of my days off revolve around I want to have something going on with music, or I want to be productive. So pretty much it's you work so that you can do this thing that you really hope works out. But right now you're just putting in the time and just enjoying it.
I think to answer your question, it definitely it always has affected my intimate relationship for sure. Because even just the time I'm always just trying to be where it's popping. You know what I'm saying? Just to be there to experience it. I'm kind of a party animal too, so I like just being in the atmosphere.
Fun to party with. We partied a lot. Party a lot together. I party with.
But even on the other hand, aside from intimate relationships, once you get deeper and deeper and deeper into something, it starts turning into politics and shit, man. Especially, with us, fucking starting to get bigger shows and, just things that I was wondering how to do years ago. It's damn, how's this person doing this? How did this person get this show? You know what I'm saying? And
y'all are starting to build a fan base, dog. Literally people come to our shows and yo, we're here to see Shelly Knicks and Lost Space Connection, and it's oh shit, nigga, we'll hurry up and do the comedy real quick for y'all so y'all can be happy and shit.
Nah, man,
this is a comedy show, but it's all good, baby.
No,
it's great.
You know what I'm saying?
But literally, no, people have literally specifically bought tickets because they're y'all are performing.
That's dope.
We want to see y'all. Yeah.
We trying to have the homies come out. You know what I'm saying? I know people I ain't seen in a minute. I don't know why they feel like this is their opportunity to reunite. But people just a lot of my friends have chosen this show. Hey, we're gonna come out to this show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers I ain't seen in years.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But it's cool, man, because I don't know. I when, I know personally that how much work I put into something. I know how much I've grown, how much better I've gotten, how much more business minded I've gotten. How much more just the sauce is just getting better, and then people being damn, y'all niggas have come a long fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool to me because it's like, yeah, we aren't just, you know, doing weird apartment shows in San Marcos, Texas anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're, you know, got venues, people showing respect, people are trusting us. You know, people are
not fucking around no more.
The keys to the city and shit. And it's like, yo, we putting on for the city of Austin.
I think that was what gives me like the motivation and to keep at it and just keep being out here at events and like doing your show or making movies or making songs, just because, like, you know, look at how far we've come just by just doing off of ideas and like this feeling. That
you ever get recognized in Austin when you like walk around sometimes, like just doing regular shit and people like, yo, you?
Bro, more often like now than ever, to be honest. But I think it comes from those Empire shows. Like, I don't know, man. Those, like, not to say that I don't know, man. Like, I think I've performed a lot in the past couple years. I wasn't performing a lot before we formed the band, but just now, like, just being on fire with the shows and shit, you know, you start to like recognize people, or people start to recognize you out and shit, even on like the road. I had one time I had a motherfucker like honk at me like, yo, what's up, Shelly? I was like, yo, this is crazy, man.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's been happening for me too, more with comedy, and I like it. I feel flattered each time, but now, like, I can't be as high on mushrooms out in public because that happened one time and I was like, man, fuck, bro. Man. Like, I got to like be cool and like still chat with you, and I did, but like faces were melting, you know, shit was like, purple. I was like, oh damn, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's this kind of funny feeling of like trying so hard to break in and being like feeling like a wannabe, and then just one day like something clicks and like people are just like, yeah, like you're the person like that we want to hire, and you know, you deserve this job. And
then like, people recognizing you, oh, you're a musician.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a comedian.
Yeah. Instead of like, aren't you some guy in a band? Like they're like, oh shit. It's like one day everything just shifts. And it's nice.
How much time we got? All right. Perfect.
Good. Roll out to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get just a few more questions from y'all, man. Y'all been incredible guests. This has been super dope conversation.
Fuck yeah.
What do y'all want people to know about the Austin music scene? What's going down with music in Austin? You know, what y'all are doing here in Austin. What do y'all want people to know about this shit that aren't from the city, that aren't, you know, doing entertainment in the city, that are people that, you know, go to sleep at a reasonable fucking hour instead of 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then showing up at the studio 5 hours later to record a podcast?
I would say that, you know, just don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, so many talented people here. There's talented people everywhere, but
Austin is special, though.
Austin is very special.
Austin is a special. It's a launch pad, but it's I've been lucky to travel a lot of the United States. I've been to like 36 states, and Austin is very special, especially when it comes to the arts and stuff, and just having that communal support within the artistic community, the creative community and shit.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think that encapsulates everything I was trying to say. Is just like, don't sleep. Yeah, we out here. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
What about you, Tyler?
I've been just trying to say yes to anyone who has like something going on. Like, yeah, let's try it out. Let's go on your podcast, or let's try and record this synthwave beat or whatever it is. Like, just trying to stay busy and productive and stay inspired and just keep going forward. Like, it seems like opportunity's there, and like, why not me? Like, you know, 100%. You got to just keep making shit, and you throw a million darts, you're gonna get like really good bullseye.
Eventually, you're gonna hit a bullseye, bro. Eventually, you're gonna hit a bullseye. I've been doing entertainment shit since I was 18, and now it's finally like feels like, okay, like we're flowing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Shit is more consistent. You know,
so much of that is just confidence too. Just
just the
ability to think like, oh, I deserve to be here, and this is like, you know,
I deserve to be here. I've worked to be here, and like, y'all are going to see why I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You spend so much time in like a phase of your career trying to convince people that you are who you say you are. But then I feel like we're creeping into a point where people actually believe that we are what we say we are, because we are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like the LeBron James tattoo, witness, nigga.
Witness. Straight up. Yeah.
This has been the Austin Music Zone podcast, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Lee, anything y'all want to leave people with? Any shows coming up? Any type of new music coming out? I know you have a new project called Unprovoked out.
I do. Yeah, go check out Unprovoked. Shelly Knicks, SHELLYKNICKS. That's the Instagram. Go check out the Loose Cannon Show podcast. And all love.
I'm in a band called Honey XL. We got an album coming out, but we don't have a firm date yet.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna get y'all that band in here too, and and chat with y'all about.
We got some cool stuff. But yeah, I just excited to be part of it. Happy to be here.
Hell yeah, man.
Pushy coming soon.
Pushy coming soon. Greatest stoner movie in the world, nigga. We out here doing everything.
Hell yeah.
Fucking reaching every corner of your consciousness, baby. This has been the Austin Music Zone, man. Wonderful, wonderful time here in the Creek in the Cave studio. Got my man Justin on the ones and twos, producer over there. Man, thank y'all so much for coming through.
Hey, thank you, man.
Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
Thanks.
Hell yeah, man.
Take off the can.
What song can we roll out to?
Do that spaceship. No, catastrophe.
Catastrophe, yeah. Hopefully it'll play.
Yeah.
Felt good, man. I'm gonna cut that shit when it fucked up. I'm just gonna see
I got moves like you wouldn't believe. She won't do it for the gram, but she do it for me. She wanna fantasize what I got on my jeans, but I told her this dick ain't free. Girl, I ain't no geek. Look good, but you ain't OD. You ain't Sade. You ain't no freak. You ain't no threat. You ain't no treat. I'm just playing, girl. Come and dance on me. Yeah, come and dance on me. Come here, girl. Shake that ass on me. Got your own crib, spend some cash on me. That ass a earthquake, a catastrophe. Now we smoking that good. I might take her back to my hood. Midwest nigga, she from Hollywood. She say I'm so misunderstood. Damn, she wanna dance for my Kim. Friend like Gina, but she more like Pam. Say she loves me, but I'm just like, man, is